Okay, hey guys, Mcafee right here. Here with my partner for these as always, Joy.
Yeah.
And it's time to do the Summerslam predictions video for 2022.
Yeah, the first major pay-per-view of the second season of our
And
predictions. The first one was, I believe, Money
yeah,
in
and
the Bank,
that
right?
one it didn't make it.
Yeah, it didn't make the cutting room, put it that way.
Yeah.
But you did win that one by 1 point, so I was kind of keeping track of that just for my own
Good.
sake.
I'm glad someone's keeping track of this time.
You're welcome.
Instead of just
Yeah, well, because the only reason that I know that you won that was because we were tied up until the 2 Money in the Bank matches, and then neither of us got Theory because of
And then
course
I got
we
Liv.
didn't. And then you got Liv when I went with Becky Lynch.
you have no idea how happy I was when I got that point.
Yeah, I know. I should have gone with Liv as well because that's kind of what I was thinking, but I didn't think they were going to actually let her get it, but I'm really happy that they did. She deserved it.
I just don't know. I'm just kind of pissed off that we failed the men's Money in the Bank matches because they added Theory to the last possible second.
Oh yeah, I know. Me too. Like that was definitely a curveball that I don't think anyone really seen coming, because how are you going to get destroyed earlier and then just get added to the match and win it later?
And plus, how are you going to actually predict him winning if you don't, even though he's in the fucking match?
Yeah, now honestly, we should have just said question mark was winning because it's the E, so of course they're going to have Mystery Man over here be the one that actually wins it, just to have that kind of swerve to everybody. But
no,
we didn't think about that because we try to predict with what we actually have information on.
Yeah,
not
I mean
mystery.
sometimes we do the mysteries.
Very, very rare though. Like no one would have just gone with, I don't know who number 6 is, but I go with him.
I go with him. I don't know who he is, but
yeah, I pick him. Yeah, no, I never would have anyway. I might now, but prior to this, I wouldn't have.
So before we get started here, there was a 9th matchup for this pay-per-view, which is Riddle versus Seth Rollins, but unfortunately Riddle injured him and then went on Twitter complaining about how he's not in the match anymore.
Rollins did, yeah. Rollins curb stomped Riddle onto some steps, and now the match has been postponed.
And then he was crying about it on Twitter about how he's not at SummerSlam anymore. Like, bro, you did that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I don't have an opponent after all. Whoops. And then H was like, I hear you. So, more than likely, Rollins will have an opponent at SummerSlam, but we don't know who that's going to be.
Yeah, we don't have the deets at the time of this recording, so.
Yeah, but Rollins will at least be there because he's got, like, publicity for the company to do and press tours to make and the rounds and stuff like that, so he'll be there. We just don't know who he's going to face yet.
I just hope that it'll be an actual, like, nice swerve for one step Theory being added to Money in the Bank, you know? Which I know you're so happy about that.
I am thrilled beyond belief that was what happened.
But anyway, are you ready to get into SummerSlam?
Yeah, for sure. This should be a pretty straightforward card based on what I know about it.
Yeah, it looks like that we're gonna tie again.
Yeah, probably. It wouldn't surprise me.
It looks like a pretty easy card.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's only one that I'm, like, on the fence about.
It's probably the same match.
Yeah, maybe. Probably, yeah. There might be 2, just because I'm not sure.
Actually, yeah, I think I'm going with 2, too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think it's probably the same 2 as well.
Probably not, actually. I probably had the same. At least one of them is probably the same.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll be interesting.
By the way, are you ready to get into this?
Yeah.
Alright, so here's the SummerSlam 22. It technically is.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, the 22nd SummerSlam, but it is SummerSlam of 22.
The SummerSlam 2022 prediction video starts now. So, Pat Mcafee versus Happy Corbin is up first. What do you got?
Okay, so I take this one first. Cool. Pat McAfee. I think he's going to remain undefeated in his sporadic bouts because it's good for business. And I adore him a lot more than I do Corbin.
I gotta say Pat too, because they're not gonna let I'm Happy Gilmore beat him.
Yeah. I honestly would like this to be like the start of Corbin not being happy.
I just wish he would go back to being Baron Corbin.
Yeah, like honestly, his lone wolf days were not even bad. I didn't mind that. I didn't like him. I've never liked him really, but that at least was a good time in his career.
He was treated right.
Yeah, like he didn't have this like whole shtick about being, unlucky.
Like back in that,
nothing ever goes right, and then now all of a sudden he's over the top happiness because he found himself or whatever. But I miss his lone wolf.
Like back at,
because he's clearly not a team player after what he did to Moss. So
like back in the day, he went from NXT to win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and instantly,
Yeah, he was, fairly decent.
And he was putting over the people, and he was defeating the people like Dolph Ziggler and shit like that. So not that Ziggler was actually any really good back then, but he was kind of just like falling off the edge at that point in time. But still,
yeah, I think my dissent from Corbin being like legitimate in my eyes was when he was corporate Corbin, and he was wearing the suit and bald and all that. It was just not good. It wasn't a good time for me.
Yeah,
he was annoying.
I mean, isn't he always annoying?
Well, yes, but at least Lone Wolf, he was like kind of BA, while also not being like super exciting, I guess.
Super exciting. I don't know. I like Baron Corbin. I don't like Happy Corbin.
Yeah, same. I don't know if anybody does.
So, both going for Pat here?
Yeah.
Sorry, Happy.
Under Pat.
So, from one celebrity to another, we got the matchup that I get to do first. Yay me. It's going to be The Miz versus Logan Paul. And I gotta say, Logan Paul, because he's a celebrity, and they can't let celebrities lose.
Yeah, unfortunately, I agree. At least for now. I think that eventually...
I mean, he's signed to an actual contract, so they have to make him lose eventually, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's not going to go undefeated. He's
Undertaker.
Not freaking Goldberg or whatever. Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I was going my time of undefeated. But, he's not, like, an unbeatable force. So, eventually, he's going to hit a wall.
He's a freaking boxing legend. What do you mean?
Whatever. He'll meet his match eventually, probably to another celebrity. Maybe they'll sign Jake, and his younger brother will come in and beat him. That'd be funny. Though
now Triple H being head creative, hopefully that's not going to happen. Hopefully he's better than that.
Yeah. I agree.
Hopefully WWE is going in the right direction this time.
Yeah, I hope so. I think that they are. It's going to take a while to kind of unwind everything that's been done, but I do think that having H at the helm will help out a lot.
He did the black and gold NXT, and that shit was amazing. So
Yeah, he did a really, really good job of that. Before it got taken over by someone who didn't deserve to actually.
And then Vince took over and he dropped it.
Exactly. That's kind of what I was trying to allude to without actually
alluding to it.
Well, no, I was alluding to it. I just didn't like
outright say it.
You know, when. Yeah, I didn't just come right out with it, but it's okay.
So we're both going for Logan Paul?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Because Logan Paul will be fucking 2-0 now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not really fair to be hating him for this when they did the same thing for Pat McAfee. It's just Pat McAfee is such a more likable kind of guy that it makes it less.
I don't like Logan.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he doesn't have a very likable personality in the least. So
yeah, the things that he did is just bad too. You know.
Yeah, I mean, he tried to make amends, but I don't think that it was genuine.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah, but YouTube drama aside, we have more drama coming up.
So how about the third matchup?
Yeah.
Okay, now this is one of the matches that I'm kind of on a fence about.
Okay. This one was not one of the two.
Oh, okay, so I told you that.
Yeah, so
I told you that it wouldn't be the same too, but
yeah.
So for the next matchup is a no DQ tag team match between the Mysterios and the Judgment Day.
Yeah. I am taking Finn and Company because that's what I'm just gonna call them.
Why not call them just Judgment Day?
That's fine. I think that the name is kind of silly in a way. I like Judgment Day when it was a pay-per-view, but using it as a stable name is
I like it.
I don't know. I mean, I guess, I mean, it's fine. I'm not against it. It's such a mouthful. But anyway, I'm gonna go with them because I do think that this is going to be the time that Dominic will make his turn and join them.
I mean, there were rumors about him joining on Mysterio's 20th anniversary special, so, and he didn't do it there.
Right, but that would have just been way too disrespectful to do. So I think that he is going to at least wait until after the celebration was over, and I think that he'll do it at the pay-per-view.
I'm actually going to say the Mysterios for this one.
Okay. So
because I heard that Edge might be coming back at SummerSlam, and I know that the Judgment Day is going to have Ripley and be involved at some point. Because that's what.
I don't think that she's cleared for competition.
She's been cleared
yet, but
yeah.
Really?
Is that at least I think so.
That was a really fast recovery from a brain injury.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that she's cleared now. So.
All right. Well, that throws a wrinkle into my next matchup that I wanted to. Okay, never mind. You know what? It's fine.
So if Rhea is going to be there, then the Mysterios are going to need somebody to help them out, and therein lies Edge.
Yeah.
So I think that Edge is going to help Mysterios win the matchup, and then maybe like how Miz did to Logan Paul, just attack Mysterio after the matchup. Kind of like how Finn did to Liv and AJ as well.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't know. I just want to see the Mysterios win because if you guys don't know, Rey Mysterio was my favorite superstar back in the day.
Yeah, he was.
Which is why Al keeps saying that the Ray part of my name came from Ray, which is not the right spelling. So
yeah, it's purely coincidence that you were drawn to the names of Ray.
Yeah, the Ray, my name is not from Rey Mysterio. So even though he was my favorite superstar at the time, you know.
Yeah.
But I just want to see them win, you know? I don't really like the Judgment Day that much because they're just like the fucking discount House of Black.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was my whole problem with them to begin with, was they were, you know, the equate House of Black, and Edge was just trying to be Aleister Black or Malachi or whatever he's going by. I forget. Malachi, yeah. It's just, I had a big problem with that the whole time. They were going to be the Dark Order, and then they were going to be Malachi Black's group, and it's just like, pick one. And then Finn took over, and I'm like, okay, are we the Bullet Club now? What's going on? So I'm not a fan of them.
I think they're trying to allude to all the other groups.
It would make sense that they would, yeah. Because, like, in a way, you can say that Priest is similar to Malachi, and then you're gonna have some Dark Order stuff with Rhea Ripley being involved, and then, of course, adding Finn into the mix is immediately Bullet Club. So they're just
it's just like a few. It's just like a huge amalgamation of fucking stables, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I'm going for Mysterio. You're going for Judgment Day.
Yeah, so we actually have our first split.
Yeah,
which is not.
That's
where
probably going to fuck me in the end, but hey.
Yeah. I mean, it might, but I don't know. My other ideas are up in the air now.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Rhea's clear to compete, but she's back on Raw, so.
Yeah, but I mean, just because look what they did to Paige. Paige was technically cleared to compete, but they didn't let her.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Well, now I'm really confused for the next, the match after this next one, because that completely throws what I was thinking.
The match after this one, that don't make sense. I'm glad, I'm gonna be excited to hear your fucking, scenario on this one.
Well, no, I meant the match after the next one that we're doing, because we were already done with the Judgment Day one.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was reading it wrong. Never mind. It makes total sense now.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
because if you think for even 1 second,
hey,
I'm not going to go with.
Wait, no, never mind. I thought that this next match is going to be your match, but no, it's mine.
No, it's yours.
Damn it! I want this one to be yours first.
I mean, I can take it first.
No, that's fine. We'll do it. So, for the next matchup is for the United States Championship, with Bobby Lashley defending against the youngest Mr. Money in the Bank in history, Theory. And I gotta go. Actually, this is hard. I think.
Oh my god, it's not even close.
Because I don't know what they're going to do. Like, I'm leaning towards Bobby, but if Theory wants to be the undisputed champion, you can't lose to Bobby, right?
He lost to Lashley to get Money in the Bank, so I don't think that him losing a match early on in the night is in any way going to impact what he does later, based on past.
Yeah, but he's gonna be pretty damn fresh to beat either Brock or Roman. Correct?
Well, yeah, but yes, but if you look at the card, there's 3 matches in front of him.
That is no time. That is no time to heal.
No, but what do you think is going to be more impactful on someone's body? Facing Bobby Lashley, which honestly is very impactful, or a freaking last man standing against another beast? Like, it's going to be a much more draining bout to have for the main event than whatever Theory's going to go through. Maybe what he'll do is just disqualify himself so that he can have the entire night to prepare.
That'd be smart, actually.
That would be really smart. I don't know if he is, but that would be really smart. I just don't know if he is smart enough to pull that kind of thing off.
I'm going Bobby. That's probably going to fuck me, but I'm going Bobby.
Lashley wins.
I just don't know how they're going to play this out. You know?
I honestly don't know. I've had so many different stupid ideas. He somehow finds a way of beating Lashley. Probably because Lashley has some backstage heat after what he said behind the curtain, but whatever. And then he'll go on to cash in, and he'll take both of those titles and the United States Championship at the exact same time on the exact same night, so that he can just solidify himself.
And be 3 belts.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I hate that. But yeah. Yeah. Why is this such a catchy name? I hate that. But that's one of the ideas that I had for it. I don't like it. I don't think it's gonna happen. But I don't know.
Yeah, it was a little bit stinker for me because I didn't really know what they was planning to do with Bobby and Theory, you know?
Yeah, for me, I don't really care. So I just went with Lashley because Lashley would absolutely destroy this kid in
I know he would, but this isn't
refuse.
any just regular fight. This is a WWE match.
I know, but exactly. Look, here's the thing. In the Money in the Bank pay-per-view that we did, I didn't go with Lashley because of what the E would do, and he won. So I'm not going to go against my Lashley again because he's a beast, ride or die. No one in that company can beat him. And I don't care anymore what their storylines say. I'm just going to pick him. Did
you move on from Randy Orton to Bobby Lashley now?
No.
Are you?
No, he's just.
Are you cheating on him?
No, of course not. He's gonna be my favorite until he retires, and even then, after that, I'm kind of like. I made a pact with him when he debuted that when he retires, I kind of mentally walk away a little bit. Like, I'll be a casual fan, but I'm not gonna be all in and actually care after he's gone. So I'm definitely not. It's just Lashley is absolutely one of the most powerful, beastly competitors in the industry, let alone just the company. And I recognize that.
Alright, cool. So we're both going for Bobby Lashley then, right?
Yes, 100%.
Alright, cool. Okay, now it's time for your explanation, basically.
Yeah.
This next match is for the Raw Women's Championship, and you want to talk about rematch after rematch between Roman and Brock. Yeah. How about the 22 and a half matches between Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch?
Yeah, that's getting a lot less in the way of press than Reigns and Brock is, just because they're not on the same level, but they are definitely facing each other a lot, and that's because they don't have anything else. To be fair, the company doesn't have any other women.
And stop releasing people.
Exactly, and that, like we were saying earlier, maybe with H being in tow now.
No, that was H, not Randy.
Yeah, you're a little late there, bud. Okay. Anyway, maybe with H being in control, they can kind of get some more women in there that's going to actually do some good. But the original
maybe getting Sasha and Naomi back into the mix.
Maybe. I still think that Naomi is a lot more likely than Sasha at this point. Stupid bird. But I think that there should be more of a spotlight on the women that they do have. You know, there's a lot of good talent there, and one of the ideas was that Rhea Ripley was going to challenge and no doubt beat Bianca Belair.
But that didn't happen at Money in the Bank, and it just
because she wasn't able to go. But now, if what you're saying is true and she's actually back, then that plan could still
happen.
Be right. It can still happen. It can still be planned for going forward, which would mean that Bianca Belair would have to retain in order to let this story that they had actually become fleshed out. However, Becky Lynch isn't getting any younger, and she's going to need another run before she retires completely.
I mean,
so it would also make sense for her to have another quick run.
She ain't that old, is she?
Well, no, but in wrestling years, she's kind of, you know, a little long in the tooth for wrestling age.
I mean, people can go like 20, 30 years in wrestling, so. Look at...
Well, they can.
Look at Flair.
I don't want to. I would just as soon not look at Flair, thank you. But, it's just, he's all over the place. It's just wrong. But anyway, I don't know. I believe that I heard her say something about it being her last run when she was doing the Money in the Bank thing against Liv and all that stuff. Like, this is my last title. I think I caught that on SmackDown. So that's just kind of what was making me form that opinion. But now I don't really know what to do, because my initial idea was Becky Lynch was going to win, just so that they can continue this feud going forward. But if Ripley is going to be back sooner than I expected, then it would make sense for them to just continue the angle that they were going to do with Belair. And Belair's definitely beaten Becky before.
Oh, yeah.
So...
So you're going for Lynch, I guess? Or Belair?
I'm thinking, hang on. You know what? Last season, Bianca Belair was very good to me. So I'm going to take her in this one as well. And just hope that my luck
she made me lose she made me lose the Chamber pay-per-view.
And the Royal Rumble, which technically didn't count, but I'm taking it anyway. Because she was my dark horse pick to win the Rumble. And
Bianca Belair is a pain in my ass with these predictions.
She really is. And so that's partly why I'm going with her. I'm hoping that she helps kind of swing things in my favor after the previous split.
Yeah.
And the risk on Lashley, because, you know, Lord knows that was a risk.
I gotta play it safe because hurting with the Mysterio's pick, so.
Yeah, you are, and you technically have a 1-point lead on the season so far. So.
And I want to keep that lead as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I could just easily just tie with you every matchup and just have the win, but. That's not fun.
But and not only that, but this is why we're trading off.
Right. That way we can not do that.
Exactly. It's a bit of a failsafe that way.
But Bianca Belair fucked me twice in a year, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I believe so, yeah. I believe it was just the Rumble and the Chamber.
So I have to go Bianca Belair in this one because I cannot let her fuck me a third time. even though it probably wouldn't be very bad be fucked by Bianca Belair, but still.
I mean, fair, but there's also, do you want the smoke? I don't know if I would be going that far with it.
Hey, listen. She fucked me, alright? It's not... by winning those matches, she fucked me, you know?
Willing participant?
So maybe Montez Ford should keep a grip on this girl. Anyway. I'm going Bianca.
Alright. I'm kind of glad that I changed my my pick then, after the Ripley news.
Why would you go with the Becky?
Yeah, I was originally going to go with Becky just so they can continue that feud, because I was waiting for Ripley to actually come back to be involved in the title picture again.
I'm not 100% sure she's cleared, but
yeah, but it would make sense just to have Belair win again. To be fair, it just she's so dominant at this point. It'd be better.
Okay, now it's time for the matchup that I thought you was referring to when you said 2 matches later.
This was the second one that I'm actually kind of torn on.
Yeah.
A little bit.
This one was mine too. So we got one at least. Right here? Alright, cool.
Yeah.
So this one's for the SmackDown Women's Championship. We got Ronda Rousey taking on Liv Morgan, the champion, finally.
Yay.
This was mine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's your turn.
As much as I hate to say this name, I got to go with Rousey. Because I heard rumors that Liv Morgan isn't going to have the championship for very long. So I want her to, but it's not looking like it.
Yeah. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm wondering now if I risk it and I take Liv, because I can easily see a scenario in which Flair comes back and costs Rousey the match after what happened, because she wants the title.
Yeah, Liv is much easier to beat than Rousey is.
Exactly, yeah. Now, Liv is very scrappy, but she's also still fairly green, so I think that she'd be able to beat Ronda Rousey. Not in a fight, of course, but in a wrestling match, she would be able to beat Ronda Rousey, because Ronda Rousey can't wrestle.
Ooh.
But
do you want to smoke?
Yes. Yes, I would. Honestly. Go ahead, because I don't think that she can wrestle. She doesn't have mic skills.
She don't.
She doesn't.
That one I agree with. She doesn't have any mic skills at all.
No, exactly. Which, in a way, I'm actually okay with, because I like that. I'm here to. Yeah, I'm here to fight. That's what I do. You know, we'll talk about it later. Like, her whole thing with Natalie was brilliant, but as a wrestler, she doesn't really do wrestler things. You know, she's a fighter.
She's an MMA fighter.
Exactly. That's why I said in a fight, she would destroy any woman that you put in front of her. I don't care who it is. She would destroy you.
Well,
but in a wrestling match,
she couldn't beat that one girl in MMA. I forget her name. Yeah, she could beat her.
Yeah, that's fair. But at the same time, she was also making plans to go Hollywood and go to the E. So I don't know if she really had all of her in it when she was having the fight. I'm not saying that she threw the fight. I'm just saying that I don't think her mind was all there when she was going into the fight. Not to discredit Holly Holmes at all, because she is a tremendous fighter. But I don't know if Ronda Rousey was 100% with it mentally at the time. But alright, so do I take the risk, or do I play it safe?
Take the risk.
I don't risk things, though.
Go.
You know me. My style is not risking.
Goldberg, Bobby Lashley, Goldberg again. Yeah, you risk it pretty much.
Yeah, I know. But I risk it when it seems more viable. Or when my heart's involved. My heart does not care about this match in the least. So so now it's just a mental game, and I'm just trying not to psych myself out.
It's not a heartfelt match until Goldberg or Randy Orton's in it.
No. Yeah. Randy, Dolph, Goldberg,
Lashley,
Rude, Cena, Lashley.
And you was big muscular men.
Pretty much if you have abs, I'm there. Anyway,
I know.
I'm gonna play it safe.
I know he's not there anymore, but Tony Nese too.
Mr.
Yeah, he was Mr. Abs. He was a.
He had like a freaking 12-pack, and he was amazing. I'm so sad that he never got actually the attention that body of work deserved.
I mean, he wasn't muscular enough, so.
Neither was Pac, and Pac is doing tremendously well elsewhere.
Yeah, but he wasn't that good in WWE though.
I disagree. I think he was tremendous, but
He was a cruiserweight champion. Ooh, don't push him. Don't
yeah,
fucking
because
don't push him too hard now, Vince.
because that company refused to let anybody who wasn't 240 pounds or higher compete with the big boys. So he had no choice but to go to 205 Live and take that title. That was the whole problem with Austin Aries, too. But anyway, tangent. I'm going to play it safe and go with Ronda Rousey, even though I do believe in Liv, and I hope that she does find a way.
I hope she wins too. I hope she has a long ass title reign.
I hope so as well. I
don't see it.
I don't know. Yeah, I can see her winning, for sure, but I don't think that she's going to win clean and decisive.
Rousey almost beat her in her cash-in match.
Yeah. Although she's been doing really well on the house shows, defending against both Rousey and Natalie. So
yeah, it was a house show. They're not going to fucking change the championship on a house show that much.
It's been done before.
Not much.
Not often, but it's been done before. But I do agree. I don't think that they would let something that big happen in, freaking some county fair somewhere. But
be like, oh hey guys, guess what? Liv
no.
Morgan lost the championship. You didn't get to see it, but it happened.
Yeah. Go to YouTube if you want to see the live cell phone footage of the thing. No, but yeah, I'm gonna play it safe and go Rousey, even though asterisk I do believe that Liv will and could, but I'm playing it safe.
All right.
I'm trying to secure my split wins on this pay-per-view so I can even up the score.
Okay. So our next matchup is for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. We got the Usos defending against Street Profits, and Mr. Jeff Jarrett is going to be the special guest referee.
Whoa. Double J in the house. Yay.
So, it is my match.
No, mine actually, because you.
I did.
Theory and Liv.
Theory and Liv.
Okay.
Is Theory going to the SmackDown Women's Championship matchup?
No, I was going for the two matches that you did.
I'm about to say, Theory and Liv for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Hey, if you want all the gold, go for it, man. Whatever. You do you. I'm going to take the Usos because the Samoans win, LOL. And Jarrett is a snake in and out of the industry, and I do not trust him to actually be an unbiased.
I mean, why would Jarrett go for the Usos? Like,
because they have the power.
And plus, I don't really know if he's that evil son of a gun that you say he is, because he's just a fucking live event guy now. He's not really big anymore, you know.
It doesn't matter. He's who he is. You didn't see what he did to Flair recently, but it was glorious. I actually loved that. I like Jeff Jarrett as a competitor. I don't like him as a person, but I like him as a competitor. And what he did to Flair was absolutely hilarious.
When?
So I'm in his corner for that. Because him and Jay Lethal have a match with Ric Flair and Andrade. And he jumped Ric Flair in some parking lot and cracked him in the face with his wife's shoe. And just blood started going everywhere.
Was that his last match and everything?
So, yeah. As far as I can remember, yeah. I don't know what happened with it. I don't know if it's happened yet, but the beatdown in the parking lot was amazing, and I loved it. Mainly because it was against Flair, but still.
And you have Al Flair, don't you?
I do have a thing about Flair. I do not like Flair. I've never liked Flair.
What about Miss Flair over here?
So.
Or Mrs. Flair now?
Mrs. Andrade.
Mrs. Idolo now, I guess.
Idolo. Okay. Yeah. Well, Mrs. Charlotte. Ashley.
Mrs. Almas.
Yeah, Mrs. whatever your name is. She's... I like her more in ring than I did her father. I will admit to that. Because she's actually done things for herself in the ring that Flair never did. So I will give her the nod to that. And she is a nice freak of nature athlete and talent. I don't like that she's completely morphing her body to try to chase some kind of image that she thinks that the E wants. But
I mean, she ain't wrong.
True. But also, having more plastic in you than Michael Jackson did is kind of a problem. Oh.
I mean, looking at,
But again, you know, if that's what you want.
Look at Natalia. Has she done like plastic surgery?
Oh yeah, she's clearly had work done, and it makes me sad because she was really cute before. So was Dana Brooke.
I seen her at fucking Money in the Bank, and she looked like bad, dude.
Yeah, I 100% think that she had work done, some kind of face reconstructive surgery, and it's just like, it could have just been the makeup and the lighting, but I doubt it. But her cheekbones, it's just so not Natalie, and she was such a cute thing before, so it's kind of sad to see that she's going down that path because the E says so. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Jeff Jarrett is a snake, and I don't trust him. And yeah, Jeff Jarrett. I don't know how we got there, but Jeff Jarrett. I don't
talking about Flair. Then we had to start off Flair. Then her plastic surgery. Then Natalie.
Yeah.
Only on our podcast will that happen.
Honestly, that was such a trip. What a road to go down. But I like Jarrett. I think that the only reason that he's there is because it's in Nashville and he needed something to do. That
is exactly why I knew it was going to be Jeff Jarrett from the onset, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's the same thing. If they were being held in Memphis, they would have brought in Lawler.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's the same deal.
Because they're going to be in Nashville and it's going to be the whole... Oh, let's bring in the hometown hero.
Yeah. To be in part of, one of arguably your biggest matches. Let's just do it that way. Instead of having him, get involved with Logan Paul and Miz, or help Pat McAfee, or something like that. No, let's get him in the tag team match instead of letting tag teams do tag team things.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Why would we ever let them just legitimately wrestle?
Hopefully by a Clash of the Castle it'll be a little bit better.
I hope so, but the pay-per-view name doesn't give me much hope.
Why?
So we'll see how that all goes. It's silly. It's
I actually like it.
Silly. I don't know. Maybe it's something about themes or something. Clash of the Castle. Like, I miss Clash of the Champions. That was a good one.
I mean, it's like Insurrection V2, you know?
Oh yeah, I guess so. And they couldn't really call it an insurrection after what happened in the country.
Because it's basically the return of insurrection. So.
All right, sure. I mean, I guess that's fine. I don't know. It just still feels kind of like childish in a way.
It's Vince's last hurrah in this company, I guess.
I'll give you that. Anyway,
he went hard in that one.
He did. That was a long disagreement there, but Randy's not involved.
He went hard on that one.
He did. I'm taking the Usos, regardless of what the bird says. I am saying that the champions.
I'm going to Usos because Usos win. LOL. The bloodline wins. LOL.
Yeah, essentially. I don't know if Jarrett's going to exactly give them the win the way that I would perceive it to be because of who he is. But he has no affiliation to either side.
Hopefully Jarrett just called down the fucking middle. I hate special guest referees for that one reason only.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, that was the whole point of bringing him in, is because he's not affiliated with either side.
So he should be called down the middle.
Down the middle. Exactly, but it's also Jeff Jarrett, and that's not really his thing. But we'll see. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. I doubt it.
We'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
And for the last matchup,
and you close out the paper.
Is for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship of Legends, or however long they want to make that fucking title name.
Honestly, that is definitely a mouthful.
We got a last man standing match. The last match, unless they get more money.
Yeah, allegedly.
Because apparently Rockin'
one last time.
Because Rockin' Cena was once in a lifetime, then it turned into 3 times in a lifetime.
Yeah, well, I mean, they kind of had to. Once they did it again, they had to do a third for a tiebreaker.
They shouldn't have done it twice. It was once in a lifetime.
True. Who won the
Rock,
first one?
that's why they had to go, because Cena won his title back.
Oh, right.
Anyway.
Sense make.
Rock and Cena. They're not even in the company anymore. Well, kind
loosely. Of. Rock's kind of involved in this one, technically, because he's the one pulling
they're always on call, I guess.
Yeah, unless Rock's insurance company says no.
But anyway, the WWE Undisputed Championship. Last man standing, last match ever, for now, between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. And I am going for Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns wins, LOL. Although, I'm putting a little side note for Theory cashing in.
Yeah, I will begrudgingly agree with the side note asterisk addition. I can see it happening, but mainly only if he is smart and does what I said.
Well, he's not very smart.
Earlier. I don't think that he is. He doesn't look it, but
damn, the shame throwing.
I'm just saying he doesn't. And not only that, but the last time that I seen him on SmackDown, it was last week, so it would have been 2 weeks since this gets uploaded. He was very dumb and didn't just leave the ring when Lesnar was approaching, so he got F5 onto the case for his troubles.
I mean, if you want to be WWE champion, you gotta play the big boys, you know?
But you didn't even try to put up any kind of a fight. And to be a good champion, you also have to know when to pick your battles, and that was not a battle you should have attempted. So, I just don't think that he has the wisdom and experience to go far as of yet, and so I don't think that he'll.
You still want him to break Randy's to be Randy Orton's title reign at 24, huh?
Darn right.
Basically, if you guys don't know, Joy's pissed off because Theory's about to become a 24-year-old world champion, just like Randy did back in the day.
I mean, essentially, but it's also that people are trying to compare the career paths when it's really not that parallel.
It kind of is.
Not really. Look, when you get down to the details of it, there's a lot of difference between the two as well.
There's a lot of similarities too. Just saying.
They're very loose similarities. At best. But I will agree with you.
You just don't want to admit that there is similarities to them.
No, I will readily admit there are some similarities. I'm just also putting the caveat that they're loose similarities.
If we didn't want to go past an hour, I would explain to you all the similarities.
You already did in the DMs, and I shot back with the comparisons on point to point. And so we could go through it if you wanted to. But we would be going over an hour, and no one's going to stick around for it.
I don't think anybody's going to stick around for this long.
Fair. If you are, go ahead and let me know in the comments why I'm wrong, and I will debate you there.
No one's going to say that you're right.
That I'm right.
Yeah, because everybody knows that Randy and Theory had this similarity in their careers. I've seen it everywhere on the internet.
I'm not disagreeing that they have similarities. I'm saying that the similarities are very loose and in some ways feel like you're trying to force connections when the time frames are completely off. So I'm not saying that they're not similar in some regards. They are. I'm saying that they're loose, and people trying to pin the similarities as the reason why he should do this is ridiculous, because you can't compare someone else's career path to something that was already done just because they're slightly similar in ascent and age.
Okay. Alright.
I'm going
Reigns too.
Even though I think that Lesnar should destroy him, Lesnar's also definitely part-time, more so part-time than Reigns is, and so for that reason, Reigns should.
Reigns with Theory asterisk right there.
But yes.
Because Roman Reigns, LOL.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Reigns wins. Lol. Reigns wins until he's ready to retire, and then he will just forfeit the title and make people have a tournament for him instead of actually dropping it, which is admirable. I actually appreciate that. I don't think that you should drop a title. I think you should hold it up in the tournament.
But anyway, that's what does it, right?
Yet it sure does.
So I guess we're ready to end this video now, huh?
Just to recap, we agree on everything except
Mysterios
for
and
the
Judgment
Mysterios
Day.
and Judgment Day, and the no, that was the
Really?
only one. Everything else we agreed on, yeah, because we both went with Belair, we both went with Lashley, we both went Logan Paul, Pat McAfee, the Usos, and Reigns. So the only thing we disagree on is the Mysterios.
I swear to God, Mysterios, if you fucked me on this.
Give me the tie so that the next pay-per-view will actually matter.
It wouldn't be a tie. It'd be a win for you, wouldn't it?
Well, yes, but the season tie, because you won the last one by 1 point, and I would win this one by 1 point. So we would be tied.
Yeah, I swear to God, Ray and Dominic, if you guys fuck me, I might have to reconsider you guys being my idols. Or Ray my idol. Dominic, you can go fuck yourself for all I care.
Let's go, Dominic. Join the group. You want to go dark. Once you go dark, I'm not going to
You'll be happy.
But yes, there you go. Yeah. Once you go dark, you will be
I
happy.
guess.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That was almost really bad, so we just need to wrap this up.
Yeah, check out Joy down below. Check out me for like monthly uploads at this point, because I don't upload much anymore.
Yeah, he uploads this.
Yeah, this is my channel, but this my content pretty much. At least for now.
Yeah.
I do plan on coming back at some point, but just very hard.
I feel that. It's hard to stay on the grind.
But anyway, you got anything to say?
It's really hard. Let's go, Dominic. It's the only time I'm ever gonna freaking say that. Ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Alright, see you later, guys.